Hi guys, welcome to my channel Atlantic Venus, and today I'm going to do a review or a flip through of the Herbal Astrology Oracle. It's a, you could say this is a newly released Oracle deck. I think they released this month, or maybe at least where I live, I can purchase it now. And I got this deck today, so I have opened it and I've looked at it, and I'm going to tell you that I love this deck. I personally have really connected with this deck since I opened the deck to see. The Herbal Astrology Oracle is created by Adriana Ayales. Correct me if I pronounce it totally wrong. And the artwork is by Josephine Klerks. And it's a 55 card deck with a guidebook. And I think that every oracle deck that you buy, mass-produced oracle decks always have guidebooks. But this is published by Hay House. And this is the back, a little bit about the information. And I just wanted to tell you that I never thought I was going to buy this oracle deck, because when I saw it on the website, I was like, nah, I don't think this is my type of deck. The thing is, I try to connect more with nature and greenery, but there's so many decks out there, and I'm actually getting rid of, I think, even 3 different kinds of green herbal type of decks that I have and use, and I don't really connect. But this one, I mean, the herbal thing with combination with astrology, it is such a smart concept. I just love it. It's very down to earth kind of deck, and it's got a lot of symbology and symbols on it. But let's see here. It comes with a sturdy box, and here is this thing where you can just hold the cards. And I think every oracle deck has that now these days. And see, on the inside, you are the medicine. I mean, the illustrations are very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And let's see here. Here comes the guidebook. No images. Let's see here. And here is the contents. And I think every card is also numbered. Okay, I didn't see this. It seems like every card or every plant is connected to a certain planet. Very interesting. Herbs of Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, of Uranus. This is really, really cool. I'm into astrology. I've been studying astrology for a very long time, and majority of my decks are astrology decks. And I try to study more ancient types of techniques, not so much modern, but hey, we live in this time of period in our lives, so can't avoid that. And every card is in order, so let's see here. First card, Calendula. I'm not gonna tell every name here, like I'm just not going to mention every plant, because there's like 55 different. But it's a very down-to-earth deck. Very down-to-earth, and the thing is, what I find very problematic is that There are so many decks that are kind of connected with witchcraft, and I'm not into witchcraft. I'm not against it. If you're into that, that's fine. But you know, there is like a lot of decks that they put in, you know, more of a witch type of energy, and I don't really connect with that. But this is more like a down to nature type of deck, but still very magical and rich with symbology, you know. Very down to earth. I get this very, it's spiritual and it's deep, but it's not necessarily dark, you know, but it brings different kind of aspects. But this is the first calendula, purity, and I'm not surprised that sun and purity, they are connected, these two words. This is also a sun plant. Okay, now I think I have understood. Okay, so the first cards are the first, I think, 5 are connected with the planet Sun, and then comes Moon, and then comes, yeah, the other one. Okay, this is purely Sun plant, and this is a plant connected both with Sun and Mercury. Look, it's so beautiful, and it reminds me of Ace of Cups when I see this card. And here is a lot of herbs that I'm not really, I have never heard or seen them before, but I will work with this oracle deck, definitively. Bobby and Sana, trust. And there is a lot of animal, people, and different kind of, I think, forest spirits, angelic beings. It's like a mix of different symbols. Venus herb. This card reminds me a lot of the Tower in the tarot cards. And I think when I see Milk Thistle, Peaceful Warrior, I think she looks like Mother Mary, you know. Mother Mary in one way, you know, giving nurturing, yeah. Anyway, this is actually a Mars card. You know, it's very interesting in Gemini astrology. They actually connect planet Mars and Moon with the mother. They are connected with mothers. And you think like, oh, Mars, you know, but this is they say that, you know, Mars is connected to the more harsher side of motherhood, like being a warrior, being a lioness, protecting your kids, teaching them, and, you know, cooking and making food. It requires heat, you know, and that's also very connected with planet Mars. So Mars is actually the active side of the motherhood. Very interesting and good thing to know. Tobacco. Cat's claw. Sometimes it's just 2 planets that are connected with a herb, and sometimes 3 different. Interesting. Cannabis. Comfrey. Now, when I see this deck, I think of some kind of a magical fairy tale, a tale about, magical beings. There is a hint of that, but I love the illustration. And this card reminds me of Ace of Swords. And today we have like 5 planets in the air signs. Right now, Moon and Mars are in the sign of Gemini. Mercury, Venus and Sun are now in the sign of Libra, and Saturn in Aquarius. So I mean, there is a very strong sword energy in the air right now. Poppy. I wonder if this is Poseidon, the sea god, because they have the Neptune symbol, but I just have to read the guidebook. I just received the card, so I haven't read so much yet. This reminds me of a Swedish forest, Very interesting how they have combined the herbs with the astrological, how they have connected the herbs and astrology together for this deck. I think it's a very interesting concept. I haven't seen this before, not in this way. Maybe I have, but it's so noticeable in this deck. I think this too kind of reminds me of Mother Mary / some. It also looks like a guardian angel. Beautiful. Palo Santo. And here is the back. You can see all the details. I like the cardstock. It's a matte finish. They feel papery, but not flimsy. I think they have some kind of protection here. I mean, I feel like there is some, but there is a very natural feeling to the cards, and I think there is a great cardstock, It's not too thin and not too thick, but, stable. Let's see here. Let's shuffle. Let's see if they are easy to shuffle. And I mean, I think they are a standard Hay House deck. If you have like the Wisdom of Astrology deck by Colette Reed, I think her name is. It's of the same size. So, but let's see here. Let's shuffle and see how it. I think this deck shuffles pretty well. Let's see here. Milk Thistle. Okay. Interesting that this card popped out. And I was just talking about Mars and Moon, Rosemary and more. Okay, here comes a lot of feminine energy through this deck, through these cards. Peaceful war, ancient. Well, maybe this message resonates with you, you know? Taking care of like memories and nurture yourself, especially if you're a woman, but also a man, you know. But I think the card is not so heavily feminine influenced, but I mean, most of oracle cards out there are very like feminine in nature. But you know, Mother Earth, the Gaia, the Earth, it is a feminine type of element. But I think this deck is more like there is still a good blend of the masculine and feminine. And if you want to have a down to earth deck, I mean, this deck I think will be of good, you know, support of that. If you search a deck that you want to connect more, you know, with the nature and so on, I think this deck is very great to work with. So thank you so much. You can subscribe to my channel. Take care of yourself. Bye.